Now then, did you overindulge at Christmas? Are the clothes feeling a little bit tighter? Well, you might be surprised to hear that one of our experts here says, ditch the diet. Ditch the diet. We've all just started the diet. But no, he wants us to talk to our food, Steve Miller.
I absolutely want you to talk to the food. And I have to say, and I'm going to be hands up here, I am only human. I put 8 pounds on over Christmas.
Yes, yeah, that's a lot.
It's quite a lot, I tell you. But the reality is we have to make weight loss a lot more simple for people. So what I say to people is, diets, ditch. And I'll tell you why. Rigid restriction. Do you know what happens when you're on diet as well? Makes you think about food.
Well, that's
even
all I do.
More.
The minute I say I'm not having that, all I do is crave it.
Absolutely. It's like you're probably looking at the muffin thinking, oh, my goodness.
I am just thinking I've got a cup of tea and that would go very nicely with that.
But you see, when we're talking about talking to the food, it is in here, weight loss. It's not about here, it's about in here.
But it starts in there.
It starts in there. And it's about our mindset and motivation. And it's about, you know, taking action. I recommend an 80-20 lifestyle plan.
Right, so explain what you mean by that.
Yeah, sure. So what you do, and this is a message for everyone out there, keep the food simple. Look at what you've been eating when you're too fat, OK? And then turn it into a regime of 80-20, eating 80% healthily, 20% a bit of what you fancy. And, of course, portion control. Do you know what I get people often to do for portion control? I get them to sit eating, and I recommend everyone at home does this, right? You get your old fat photo that you're moving away from, so you look at it, right? But at the same time, so you're not just beating yourself up, you look at an item of clothing that you are desperate to get into. And what you're doing here is you're kind of hypnotising your mind beautifully.
Well, that's easy to do, right? So I look at that, I go, don't like that picture of me, I look awful. There are my lovely jeans that I can't get into anymore. But in between, I've got to live, eat, you know, go about my daily business where there's temptation everywhere.
Yeah, so what you do, Ruth, quite rightly, is you talk to yourself. So let's imagine, right? Let's play with the muffin.
Yeah.
Right?
So you desire the muffin, you know the muffin's bad for you.
I'm looking at the muffin, I know it's not good for me. I talk to that muffin. I am in control of you. Yes, Muffin, you've made my life hell for so long. You have been responsible for me not being able to go into the wardrobe to wear the clothes I want to wear. So, Muffin, guess what? I'm the gaffer now, not you. OK? So what you do... OK, so it might sound ridiculous, but actually...
Especially if you're in the middle of a restaurant.
Well, you don't say it out loud, because they'll have you wheeled off. I mean, if you start doing that, Ruth, they'll have you wheeled off. But what you can do in the restaurant... another thing for the restaurant. A lot of us like to go out for a meal. I mean, we don't want a life of denial. But what I do is I use warning signs as well. So I have a little warning sign in my wallet that I pull out and I look at it, and it reminds me to be in control, to be in control. So... do I want people to give up junk food? No.
You just want us to reduce it, have it as a treat.
Correct. It's all about control, mindset control. I have signs as well. You know, to the viewers at home, what I say is put these signs around your house, but also in the car, because when I go and get petrol, you know, it's like, oh, I fancy a bit of that. I fancy... it's all teaser. Can you all see that one? Fat off junk food. Yes. So if you're trying to lose weight, right now, everyone at home, and it's teasing you, tell it to fat off. That's what you need to be doing.
OK. Conversely, I have a nice pair here, right? What would I do with that pair to make that pair attractive to me?
What you do is you look at the pair. I'm looking at it now, right?
Yeah.
And I say in my mind, it links into my nice warning sign here,
Too
therefore,
gorgeous. Leave your hand, I can't see
that pair is going in my mouth.
Too gorgeous to be.
Too gorgeous.
So would you recommend...
everyone at home... do you know what? Can I just give another tip out?
Yeah.
When you're walking around the supermarket, this is what I say to people as well, be saying that to yourself, OK? As you walk around the supermarket thinking to yourself, oh, you know, junk food, it's pulling me, and the smell of the bread and the cakes... be telling yourself that.
Too gorgeous to be fat.
Except, I would believe that, and I would say, Eamonn, you are too gorgeous to be fat. Except, then I would smell something cooking in the bakery or whatever and go, but I'll just have a donut while I'm thinking about that.
But I want you then, Eamonn, to get that out.
Oh, it does.
Fat destroys... but listen,
it does, in so many ways.
Yeah, and this is the important bit, right? Fat, being too fat, obviously leads to you're more likely to get cancer and all of that sort of thing, but also your self-esteem as well.
Yes.
You know, fat destroys self-esteem. That's why I say to everyone out there today, you're too gorgeous to be fat.
You lost a lot of weight yourself, didn't you?
Well, I'm only 5'7". I'm a bit of a shorty, but I lost 4 stone.
Yeah. And was that, do you believe that it all has to start... You have to... I think a lot of people who are overweight and maybe have been for a long time and they might have tried this and that, they start not believing that they can ever do it. You have to imagine yourself at a certain weight or size.
You do.
It's in your mind to get you started, to get you motivated.
You do, and you have to become a fan of yourself. But also, can I say something a little bit controversial?
Wouldn't be like you, Steve.
But I'm going to be honest with you, right? You have to have 2 emotions to lose weight and keep it off. Keep it off is the key.
Yeah.
You have to be disgusted with fat, not the person, before anyone tweets out at me, right? Be disgusted with fat, because disgust is a great motivator, and be massively aspirational about yourself, yeah? And about your potential as a slim person. You know, diets, for me, no.
I don't even like the word diet. I mean, I think that just trying to switch your mind to, like, healthy eating, and I think that 80-20, which I hear quite often, it doesn't deny you too much then, does it? I mean, you still have to eat.
Exactly, so you can, you can still have one of these a week.
Yeah.
But not 4.
Or not 16.
What about exercise?
Are you having 16 a week?
What are you looking at me for?
We had this debate before, haven't we? Don't go there.
I agree with you, but the thing is, don't worry, because you can say whatever you want about my fatness, and everybody laughs.
No, they don't laugh.
No.
Listen,
if I make a jocular remark about, say, a female, any female, maybe one close to me, they're outraged. They're all outraged on the Twitter sphere.
I know. But do you know what? You are a bit, and he'll go all red here, but you are a bit of a UK treasure. You're a bit of a national treasure.
I'm too good looking for my own.
I'm a little bit worried you've put a bit on.
Do you think so?
Has he? He has.
I'm saying nothing.
She's nodding. She's saying you have.
Well, she's a feeder. That's the thing.
Well, we know about that, yeah. But you know what? You decide what goes in your mouth.
But if I was to embark, if I had a motivation, right? If everybody should have motivation, if you have a goal to look forward to, you know, you would then get yourself in tune, toned for that. Would you, ready in preparation?
You need a goal that's real, and everyone talks about goals that are motivational, and that's really important. For you, it's life.
Staying alive.
The Sunday morning, this morning programme.
And do you know, the fat round here is really dangerous.
Yes. It's a good motivator.
And I've said this before, and I know people have reported on it. It's because I really care about you. You know, I don't want you having a heart attack. I don't want you having a stroke. I don't want you in a box.
But also dementia.
And I know we lack... Sorry?
I read this week that belly fat is an indicator or a contributor to dementia.
My mum has got dementia. Yes, absolutely. And she was at times a little overweight.
So I could put Post-it notes around on things that you think you shouldn't have. Do you think that would work? So if you go to the crisps,
I like Steve's approach. I do think...
Put those on the crisp going, you're too gorgeous to be fat.
Yeah, you're too gorgeous to be fat. And I know sometimes people say, oh, he's so blunt and all of that sort of thing, uses the word fat and he's a fat shamer. I'm bored of people saying I'm a fat shamer now. But it's about both. You've got to have some self-discipline and you've got to have some, you know, courage to be strong with yourself.
That's the hard bit.
But at the same time, you've got to have inspiration about yourself, knowing that you are too gorgeous to be fat.
Yeah. So there it is. It's all over fake news now. Health guru, #health guru, tells Eamonn Holmes he's too fat. He will die.
Shout at that muffin. Go on. Shout at the muffin.
No, I know. I agree.
Go on.
No muffins.
I actually don't like muffins.
There you are.
Oh, well, I made a mistake there.
But, you know, genuinely,
right.
I would look at that bowl and enjoy that bowl more than I would enjoy that.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
Eamonn,
Eamonn. What?
You don't get fat on that.
But I didn't finish that.
I
do like a bit of fried chicken. I do have to say.
A bit.
Steve, I'd love to say it's always a pleasure.
I'm keeping so quiet.
You're like the... Oh, listen, we've got a very fat dog. Has Steve got to stay for the fat dog?
Well, actually, I was stroking Bopper the Whopper in the green room.
Bopper the Whopper?
Bopper the Whopper in the green room. I was having a good old stroke. He's gorgeous. He needs a home.
He's on a diet, bless him.